Oh, hey, what's up, everybody? This is Jason from Straight Edge Lights and Gear. Hey, I was just over here throwing some axes, and guess what, though? I'm excited to announce this to you guys right now. Guys, this is the Maxpedition Platy 4x6 Pocket Organizer. Brand new to the market, guys. This is going to be a game changer in the EDC game. But wait, there's more. We also have the 5x7 Platy Organizer, Pocket Organizer. Guys, we're going to get over here to the table. We're going to give you guys an up-close look at these bad boys, kind of do some different loadouts, different scenarios, and give you guys my thoughts and, kind of usage needs for me at least on how these are beneficial to your everyday carry situations. And guys, let's just get over to the tabletop and get a real good close look at these and talk to you guys about it. So stay tuned. All right, everybody, we're back at the table here. We're ready to show you guys these Platys up close and personal. So again, we have the Platy 4x6 and the 5x7. Now, I've had these for a few days now, and I've been kind of carrying them around, rocking them. I already kind of have them loaded out with different things. And I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed with these. I actually really like the design of these. This kind of open top design on the front and the back it makes it really easy for me to pull this out and get to the stuff I need without having to zip it all the way open. A lot of the other pocket organizers, they zip close, which, don't get me wrong, that's nice too. But sometimes I think to myself, man, I wish I could just, like, the stuff that I use really quickly, like my multi-tool, it's right here in the front, ready to go. And it's not a problem to just pull this out, bam, get my Roxxon multi-tool out and rock and roll. And if you've got stuff that you're worried about possibly falling out or losing, you do have a nice zippered pouch here in the back that opens up. And we'll give you guys a closer look at that right now. Both of these are set up pretty much the same way. It's just you're getting a size difference, right? So you got the 4x6 and the 5x7. They both have two pouches here in the front. They both have elastic loops that are sewn in. And then you have a larger pouch that you could stick like your wallet, or like a lot of people like carrying these like minimalist ridgeline wallets and stuff like that. You can easily stick one of those down in there. And then on the back, you have two kind of large pockets. You can easily, like, I have a Tops Knives El Pionero stuck down in this one. And you can run, Sharpies, whatever you can think of down there. And then you have this larger zippered open pouch, right? Both of these are pretty much the same as far as the way they're designed. It's just two different sizes, 4x6 and 5x7. Now, both of these are going to come in wolf gray, OD green, black, and multicam. You can get those colors in either one of these sizes. Now, for price-wise, in the 4x6, if you're going black, OD green, or wolf gray, they're going to be running $18.99, and if you get multicam, it's $21.99. Now, the multicam is genuine multicam. It's a little bit more of an expensive pattern, so that's why there's a little bit of a price increase. Same goes for the 5x7. You can get it in black, OD green, or wolf gray, and that's going to come in at $19.99, and if you get the multicam, it's going to be $22.99. Both of these are 500D nylon, okay, with YKK zippers and Duraflex hardware. And both of these will maintain their shape when they're empty. And we're going to take the stuff out of these and let you guys get a nice kind of look at them while they're empty as well. And then we're going to talk about some of the kind of different ways you can run these pouches and set them up for your everyday usage. Now, both of these do come with a paracord neck lanyard, and these are easily removable, and it does have a nice little, it's pretty generous lanyard, and it has a nice little, spring clip so you can adjust it, right? What's nice about this is this gives you the ability to, run it over your neck, or you can even run your arm through, carry it crossbody if you wanted to. If you don't like it hanging down so low, you can easily adjust this up, still put it, well, I may have did that one a little too short. You can run it a little bit higher if you need it like that. And it makes it easy to kind of move around and adjust. Now, if you don't like the paracord, you can take the paracord off. And I'll show you guys that right now. So to take the paracord off, you guys can see there's two little holes right here. Okay, and it's the same on the 5x7. There's two holes. So you just untie this little top piece right here, which is double tied, And if you know what the thing too is, if like this paracord doesn't like fit, I don't know, your need or your color style, you could always probably, you know, easily change out the paracord. And I have no fingernails, so I always have a hard time untying untying knots. So forgive me there, guys. So just untie that really quickly, or faster than me, right? So now you got that untied. All you have to do is pinch that, slip that off, make sure you save that, don't lose it. And then the way the paracord is, it runs into one hole, runs through the inside here, and then comes out the other. So all you got to do is reach in there, pinch the paracord, pull it out, and now you don't have a neck lanyard anymore. What's nice is you could not throw the clip. You could roll that up, put the clip on it, roll it up, stash it in this little back pocket in case you ever out and about and you do decide that you need the paracord neck lanyard. You could always put it back on fairly easily. You just kind of reverse the process. Which is nice is they made it easy to get to, is you can easily run this into the one hole. Because it's open here in the back, you pull it through, push it through the other, bam, you're good to go, okay? Which is nice. It's not like some complicated like channel that's enclosed that you have to try to feed it through. Like sometimes people have a hard time with that, like I do. So I like that it's open here. It makes it easy for me to put that lanyard back on. And again, the 5x7, everything I talk about, guys, it goes back and forth between the 4x6 and the 5x7. So the 4x6, I've been rocking in my pant pockets. As you guys saw, I walked up wearing just regular old blue jeans, and I was easily able to put this one in one pocket, and I was easily able to put the 5x7 in the other. So in standard jeans, I was able to carry both of those in my pocket nicely, right? Now, it could vary depending on your pants, what type of pants they are, whether or not like the 5x7 will fit in your pant pocket or whatever, but these will definitely fit in a cargo pocket or a jacket pocket or anything like that. Or again, you can utilize the paracord, crossbody carry it, right? So let's talk about the 4x6 here first. So I already have this kind of loaded out with my EDC, kind of what I normally carry on a regular basis, okay? So what I have in here right now is I have a Bic lighter, just a standard old Bic lighter. I have my Roxxon multi-tool. I have my Big Ideas Ocaso titanium pin, right? And then in the back, I have a Sharpie, and I have a Coast KLR 30 flashlight. And then when I open up the very back, that zipper close, I have my clip neck pliers. I have my screwdriver bits that I carry, my extra bits that work with my Roxxon. And then I have an emergency kind of flint and steel fire starter. So now that that's completely empty, you guys can see it's nice and flat. I mean, you can kind of crumple it up and it's kind of just pops back to its shape. It's always going to just basically maintain the shape, which is nice. Let me give you guys a close look. So right there with the two holes to the paracord, you do have this larger back pocket right here that you could easily slide, like I said, like your little Ridge wallet into, or you know, you could take a larger flashlight, stick it in there. You have 3 elastic bands. You have 2 small and like 1 kind of larger that you can, you know, like that's how I utilize. I run my pin behind the elastic band and then just stick it down here, and I let the little lanyard hang out, and that's how I pull the pin out, just like that, right? And then you have 2 little pockets here. That's where, like I said, I'm putting my Roxxon, and then what I have, oh, I had my Bic lighter in there as well. So what I really am liking about these Platys is that they're different in the fact that they're kind of open top in a way, right? You have pockets here. So if you, a lot of the pocket organizers all zip up completely closed. You need to get into it. You got to pull it out, zip it open, open it up, get your stuff out. With this, you're able to put the stuff that you use, you know, pretty much regularly, like really fast. Like you can get to the stuff really fast, right? So I need to get to my Roxxon multi-tool. I can reach into my pocket, pull this out, bam, it's right here. I don't have to zip nothing open. I can get out my tools, use it, put it back in, slide it back in my pocket. I don't have to zip open or anything. Now, there's some stuff that you really want to keep secure to make sure it doesn't fall out or anything like that, you have this nice zippered pocket that you can put stuff in. Maybe you can put money, your car keys, or something like that in there. So it's nice because you kind of get the best of both worlds. You're getting something that will zip shut, but then you also have something that's open top, which allows you to access the tools quickly, you know, in a quick, fast, and a hurry. I don't know why I couldn't spit that out. So I really like this. I think it's, you know, it's a little bit of a game changer when it comes to the pocket organizers, right? And then the fact that you're getting two different sizes here really allows you to step it up depending on what your needs are, okay? So like this 5x7, both of these have the same pocket layouts, the same elastic loops and things like that, but obviously you're getting something that's a little bit bigger in the 5x7. And it's weird, it's like you think, okay, 4x6 to 5x7, it's not, on paper it doesn't sound like a lot, right? 4x6, 5x7, it's just a little bit bigger. But that little bit of a size difference does make a big impact in what you can carry, okay? So I have in here, I have this Next Torch Pioneer multi-tool. Now this is a thick little guy. I mean, this has got some trauma shears in it. It's very, very robust. But this, I have a little bit of a difficult time. Actually, I have a difficult time getting it to fit in the 4x6 because it's so thick, right? But this Roxxon isn't quite as thick, so I'm able to easily put that in there. So if you're carrying like a larger multi-tool, like you might need to go with a 5x7. I'm also able to put, you know, my Milwaukee fastback, you know, razor in here, but this will also fit into the 4x6. Slide this clip over here, so it'll fit in the 4x6 as well. And one thing I do want to note, guys, is on all of these top edges, it is a little bit thicker and it's double stitched, so it will hold up to the wear and tear of pocket clips and things like that going over it as well. So just point that out. But there you have that. But I was also able to take my Tops Knives El Pionero and I can run it all the way in here. It's clipped on with my Deep Carry Concepts pocket clip, and just the, you know, basically the back end of the knife is. So I can actually run this in my pocket, and if I needed to, I could always just reach in and grab the top of this, pull it out, and now I have a knife at the ready, you know, to cut up my steak or whatever. So it's nice that I'm able to take this whole sheath with the pocket clip, knife and all, right? I mean, it's not exactly something that's tiny, but it's not thick either. And I could slide this in here and put that clip over, and I have a knife that I'm able to basically carry around in my pocket organizer, which is, to me, it's a nice touch, right? That's not something you can generally do with everything, you know? If you take this El Pionero, you could do this essentially with this as well, but you're gonna have to have a little bit of a shorter knife to be able to make it fit. And where I run into the issue is I can sort of make the El Pionero fit. It's just that the sheath is a little bit thick. If you had a little bit more of a narrow sheath, you could definitely probably fit something in there. So it's just something that you get to play around with and find what works for you, right? Also, what's nice about these is they're completely customizable to whatever loadout you need, okay? And let's talk about that, guys. So a lot of times I go to knife shows, right? I go to Blade Show, I go to SHOT Show. I'm interviewing people, I'm talking to people all day, right? I like to be able to have access. I like to try to travel light when I'm doing this, right? Because I got my camera. I don't need to be carrying a big old backpack around. I'm walking all day. It wears my shoulders down. But I need to be able to carry, you know, stuff that I use, you know, daily, essentially, and interviewing people and things like that at shows. So, you know, here I have some stickers, and here I have some business cards, right? So what's nice is, like with this 5x7, I can easily stick my business cards in one of these pockets right here in the front. I can take my stickers, stick them here in the back, you know, so I have easy access to them. I utilize microphones. I'm wearing one right now, obviously, but this is a little pouch I carry some of the microphone in. But crack this open. I usually carry 2 microphones with me. So I could take this microphone, I can clip it on one of these elastic loops. I can clip the other one if I'm not wearing it onto here as well, right? I have a lot of times these things, you know, they start going dead. I can take a charging cord, open up the back, stick a charging cord in here. I have a backup battery I could stick in here as well. So now I have a way to, one, charge up either my camera, my mics, or my phone if I need to, you know, and there you go. You got basically a little mobile business card setup. Essentially, I got my mics, I got my business cards, I got my stickers. I also have enough of a pouch back here. As I get business cards, I'm able to stick them in here, keep them secure so I don't lose them, because they're, you know, important contacts. I'm trying to make contacts to get products to make more, you know, content for you guys. So, you know, it's a nice little setup here for, you know, when I'm walking around the show. And again, I can easily just, you know, utilizing this paracord, put it around my neck. It's right here. It's out of the way. I'm interacting with people. Oh, here's my card. Oh, here's my sticker, you know. So it makes it like a nice little setup for that type of thing for me, right? Now, let's say you're out hiking or backpacking or something like that. Again, you can, you know, you need a backup battery pack, essentially, you know, in case you get lost or your battery starts to die or whatever. Let's say you need a little bit more extra juice. Here is a larger battery pack, guys. So look at this big old mamma jamma. So you could easily take this, stick it in the back here, pull that cord down, zip that up. Now you have a big battery pack, and look at the size. It didn't really change this all too much. That will still fit in my pocket. I could still take my Milwaukee Fastback, stick it in here, slide that over, take my next torch tool. Sorry, guess it wouldn't help if I put it down there. Now with that bigger battery, this does become a little bit of a tighter fit for the next torch multi-tool, but you can get it in there, finagle it in. It's just a little bit tighter, so you got to squeeze it a little bit. And then again, we can still take the top snag's LPN arrow, stick that in the back. Now I got a big backup battery. I got a couple of tools, very useful tools. I got my knife back here. I mean, I could even, you know, take my fire starter, stick it down here in this front pouch, just in case you fall down. Bam, you got a fire starter, you're ready to go. So you can utilize this multitude of ways, right? So we take these out. Let's get that battery out of there. Now that's a big battery bank, guys. This thing is it's a fast charging battery bank. You may not necessarily need to carry something that big all the time. Set that aside. Again, you could always utilize a smaller one, fit it in there, and then you could also still fit more stuff into the back. So again, it's totally customizable to what you need, right? Now this 5x7 or even the 4x6, I really feel like the 5x7 on this next scenario. You travel out of country. Let's say you take, you know, your significant other to Paris, okay? Well, one thing you should realize is that in Paris, there are a lot of pickpockets, okay? A lot of the tourist areas, look it up on YouTube or whatever, there's a lot of pickpockets, a lot of kind of petty crime like that can happen. Where this can come in really handy is this can carry your wallet, your passport, money, things like that, and a kind of a bit more of a secure position on your body than maybe say in your pocket or your backpack or something like that, right? Something that's easy to get pickpocketed. Like watch videos, people are on a train and there's videos of the pickpockets unzipping backpacks and sticking their hand in and pulling stuff out. Now, if you're wearing this, the 5x7, you can obviously have this big pouch. This will fit your passport back here, right? You could also stick some money, some essentials, things like that, important stuff that they're not going to be able to easily, they can't get in here and zip this open and take it without you knowing, right? Then you could also have, you know, a flashlight. It's always good to have a flashlight. So you're going to have a flashlight on you, you know, in case the power goes out or whatever. It's just always good to have a flashlight. You have a Sharpie in case you need to write some stuff down, like information, tourist information, things like that. You could have a regular pen. You got your pen right here. Stick this in here, you know, write down addresses and stuff like that. You can even take the multi-tools like this, fit these back here in the back with your passport and stuff like that. And be able to know that you have this securely in a position that's not going to be easily stealable. Especially if you're wearing a jacket or something like that, it's going to be really difficult for them to get to it, okay? Or you can even take it and stick it down your shirt. Now it's under your shirt. Yeah, it's going to be a little bulgy right here, but who cares? As long as your stuff's not getting stolen, right? That's the important part. So that's what I really kind of dig about being able to utilize this lanyard to either crossbody carry it, neck carry it, something like that. Especially when you're traveling out of country, or even if you're traveling in country. You know, a lot of times people get on planes, they don't want to be weighted down with a bunch of, like a backpack or a bag, especially with the way overhead bin storage is getting now and stuff like that. You want to take some essentials, but you don't want to have a backpack. Again, you can put your little battery charger in here. You can put your earbuds in here. You know, have your passport, your ID to be able to get on the plane. And, you know, and you have something small that's easily, you know, carry on you. It's not, you don't have a big bulge in your back pocket or anything, so you're sitting on it and you're uncomfortable. So, you know, it's another kind of situation or scenario that you could find yourself in. But, I mean, guys, both of these are super cool. Check this out. Like, let's say you're a avid cigar smoker, right? You go to the cigar lounge, you got your wallet, your keys and stuff in your pocket, and you're like, man, I need, you know, cigar smokers typically have, you know, one, a Zippo or a lighter, something to that effect. Two, they have a cigar cutter or a punch, like so. So, you know, you can come in here and you can slide your cigar cutter in here. You can, you know, slide your punch in here. Throw your Zippo. The Zippo I'd actually put in the back pouch just because, I mean, this one's a custom Zippo right here. Guys, check that thing out. Very beautiful. Anyway, I'd throw my Zippo back here. Have the lanyard, carry this on, walk into the cigar store, get my cigars, light up, smoke, whatever. You know, it's just a scenario, right? So just another one of those things that you could put in your pouch. This right here is a precision screwdriver set. I utilize this when I'm working on knives and stuff because a lot of these bits fit like the folding knife handles and stuff like that. I can easily fit this screwdriver precision bit set into the back of this. Not a problem. Heck, I could throw my Zippo in there with it. Throw this big lighter. Well, let's not throw the big lighter in there. We could throw this flashlight. This is the Phoenix. What is this? The EOS 6R. Cool little light. I got a review on that, guys. Check it out. Throw this in there as well. In the back pouch. It's all zipped up, secured. Bam. Now, we're going to throw... Sorry guys, the wind's picking up a little bit. I'm going to slide this. A little bit of a tight fit right there. Oh, it's because I'm putting it in backwards. Bam. Slide my multi-tool in there. Good to go. And then, well, what else can we put in there? Oh, my little Ridgeline wallet, right? We're going to shove this, if I don't drop it, right here. Sorry, one of the I think the lighters making it just a little bulgy there in the back. Slide that down just a little bit. Slide that down. There you go. Sometimes, depending on what you're shoving in here, you might have to play around with the positioning of it, because as this gets thicker, these pouches actually do get a little bit tighter. So sometimes you do have to play around, bam, with it just a little bit to make it work for you. But again, that's just wholly dependent on what you're putting in there. I'm actually pretty much overstuffing this right now is what I'm doing, just to give you guys an idea of like kind of how much you can roll in here. So, you know, I got my Ridgeline wallet in there. I got this Roxxon multi-tool. I got a Zippo. I got a screwdriver with bits in there. And I got a flashlight. So, I mean, I kind of overstuffed it. But, again, kind of wholly dependent on how you like to carry your stuff, right? So, there you go. You can rock and roll. Keep all kinds of neat little goodies in there, right? Oop, put that Ridgeline wallet in there. Nice thing too is, let's say you need, you know, you got kids at the playground. A lot of kids get bumps, bruises, and scrapes. Here's a little package of kind of band-aids. I'm able to stick these down in here. Here's a little CPR mask, right? A little, you know, it's always good to be prepared. A little micro shield. Kind of fold that over. zip this up. It's going to be, you know, resistant to the weather. You got some band-aids, a little micro shield for CPR usage, and then you can stuff this with all the other things that you utilize on your day-to-day basis in the front. And you got, you know, a little bit of a bed kit with you, so to speak. You could, again, at the end of the day, you can build this out to whatever you need it to be to fit your needs and usage with either one of these. Like I said, somebody who likes to carry a larger multi-tool, the 5x7 might be the way to go. The ability to stick a knife down in here, I think, is pretty cool. Or, you know, let's say you're a nurse or a doctor and you just, you know, all day long these guys are walking around with pen after pen after pen, Sharpies, whiteboard things, right? They usually carry a flashlight on them for, you know, doing pupil checks and stuff like that. I mean, you could stuff as many Sharpies, pens, and pencils as you want in this thing. Look, here's a dry erase marker. I can even shove that down in there if I need to, ready to go. Or I could even utilize one of these two back pockets, stick that whiteboard marker on there, because, you know, when they come in and they're like, here's the whiteboard, my name is so-and-so, what is your pain level today? You know, you either got the smiley face or you got the face, right? And they circle that with their dry erase marker. So, you know, they could, again, with a paracord, they can carry this around their neck. They have all their pens, pen light, maybe some bandages, alcohol swabs readily available to them. So, you know, as far as like nursing goes or doctors go, I mean, this could be definitely a valuable tool. Or they could take it off and just run this in their, you know, lab coat pocket. So it's very cool. I really kind of just dig the multitude of ways that you can carry and use these. You know, Maxpedition did a really good job with designing this. You know, they've been around since 2003. They have a very solid reputation of being tough, durable bags and pocket organizers and things like that. And they're delivering again with these Platys, guys. This is definitely going to be cool. I really enjoy carrying this one in my pocket. Like, I really love having all my stuff kind of easily accessible without having to open up a zipper most of the time. You know what I mean? And I really love the versatility of, I really like that I could, even this 5x7, even though it's bigger, I mean, it looks ginormous, right? I was able to, as I walked up and pulled that out of my pocket, guys, it was in my pocket. And you know what it looks like when it's in my pocket? It looks like either a wallet or a phone. And yet I was able to have this Milwaukee Fastback, a multi-tool, a knife, and there was still more stuff I could put in this if I wanted to. So it's definitely really nice to be able to have the flexibility to, between the two, to set up a loadout that fits my needs, right? And I'm definitely going to be using these tons in the future. This is going to be in my pocket pretty much every day. This is going to be, depending on what I'm doing, if I'm working outside, doing whatever, this is going to fill that need as well, because there are a lot of times I do need my multi-tool as well. So it's nice to be able to have both and, you know, load out what I need, how I need it. So guys, if you are interested, definitely check the links below to pick one of these Platys up. Again, the 4x6 in black, OD green, and wolf gray is going to be going for $18.99. That's a hell of a, that's a good price, guys, for this. MultiCam $21.99. Even if this was $21.99 in wolf gray, I would still say this is a good deal. But MultiCam $21.99. The 5x7, you're looking at $19.99 for black, OD, or gray, and $22.99 for MultiCam. Again, it's a great price. Like, you're getting a durable quality product that's going to be able to fill a lot of needs here. Again, it's completely customizable to how you carry your stuff. I just kind of went through just kind of shoving some stuff in here, trying to set up some different scenarios of what you might need these for. And I hope that helps you. And I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. So guys, make sure you go hit those links below. Make sure you hit like, subscribe, follow, comment. Let me know what you guys think about these. Are these an EDC game changer? Let us know in the comments below. And definitely go check Maxpedition out. And big shout out Maxpedition for letting me check these out. I do appreciate it. These are cool. I like them. They're really nice, guys. All right, everybody, stay safe, stay sharp, stay bright, and carry on.